Meow, 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 meow. Ba ba da ba 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 da ba. No, I know where. Oh, I fell down. It's okay. Knockdown. This is Shadow. You know I know where. Okay, my spot is free. W. W. Ba da da ba 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 da ba. Oh, right, I need to hit the middle thing first. See? I think I want to keep Agris because I was gonna do an hour of X Sanctuary today. What? Okay. It's kinda hard to understand where the fuck that thing is gonna hit when it doesn't show properly. Where the fuck did those guys come from? Okay, they're not taking damage up there. They're just being cringe. Maybe here. Oh, yeah, maybe this corner here is good to get them all together. Yeah, they seem to spawn decently close. Okay, I can't save off until I see like the big wave spawning. That's the wave that's important to save off on. Not this one yet. Okay, it's this one. I got them fairly fast this time. Like the Titan hadn't even spawned yet. Okay, is that double? Okay, I need to fix something on the YouTube stream before I forget. Okay, that's fixed. Now I can drink my yogurt. Ugh. どこの行くのそれは内緒 That was a good yogurt. You guys see that they started announcing the how many people are going to the masterclass tournaments? You still have until Wednesday, I think, to sign up. But they were announcing how many already signed up in Korea, and it's like a very low number, for example. Meow, 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 meow. Is it just me, or is there like no mob spawning? The spot is just bugged, right? The spot is just bugged. We did them, yeah. There is no mob spawning. What the fuck? I wasn't paying attention because it was the FK phase. But like, I don't think I've seen a single mob spawn during this AFK phase. Complete fucking scam, bro. The hell? Ay, ay, ay. I blame Bucket. I kill them so fast sometimes. And all the times I'm fucking slow as shit. It's crazy. Team 10! Yo, Silo, how you doing? Good, gonna do some Doom Grid now. W. I'm probably gonna do... I'm doing the Orbital Weekly. I'm gonna do the, like, 1 hour of Tenebrum after, much likely. Because I don't think I'm going Node War. Because we should be full. And then... might go do X. Might go do 1 hour of X Sanctuary. You are so gay. Hello, Yo King. You are 20 minutes late for your job. I'm deducting your pay. Was in Battlefield 6 round doing some pew pew. How's the game? Is it like full release or is it beta again? It's full release? Okay, okay. I did not know that. I never played a Battlefield game, to be fair. Was first 2 rounds in a row. Yeah, because you playing against bots. Everyone knows that the first 2 games are always against bots, so you can get some ego boost. It's the classic strat. I don't even know, are we going uncapped today? Capped? Like, I didn't even look at the waiting list, I have no fucking clue. Actually, no fucking clue. Everyone's about knowing internet's real. That's true as well. That is also true. Especially if they're a girl. Everyone knows girls actually don't exist. Meow, 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 meow. Okay. Bro, if I do this again, and the fucking mobs don't spawn during the AFK phase, I'm gonna lose my mind. I will lose my mind. Rah. 75% gay, that's crazy. Okay, let's debuff here. Make me shine on you. You're gonna see me when you hear my music. I'll be there for you. How do you see me from your point of view? I'll take you higher. Are you crazy for me? Such a banger song though. Okay, surely the mobs are gonna spawn. Okay, they are spawning. W. Yo, Dan, how are you doing? Be crazy for me, make me shine on you. You're gonna see me when you hear my music. No matter where you go. This song is such a banger, man. I wonder when they release in the second season of Paripi Kongming. I'll take you higher. Let me see if there's... Okay. Oh, isn't cap like only 55 today? That explains a lot. Right, I forgot that changed they changed it so like different days have different number of participants. I kind of forgot that. But yeah, we have like a 30-man waiting list. I don't think we're going Old War. There is a fucking 30-man waiting list, man. I steal your heart. Okay. At least the FK face worked properly this time. Jesus. Wow, sheep viewers on streamboo.com. Oh my goodness, I am so happy. Get the fuck out. Retard. God, I fucking hate these bots. Why are you gasping at Mr. Gyoking Gege? I can see it on this phone. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Oh, I left 2 trash loots there. Unlucky. I'll take you higher. Are you crazy for me? They're just so annoying, man. These fucking bots. Also, I swear I hadn't seen them in a fucking while. Right? I swear they kinda disappeared for a couple months. But in the last week I've seen like 3 or 4 of them. I don't know what happened. Bro, the global app patch notes after 2 weeks was kinda shit, not gonna lie. It was basically just the enhancement UI thing, there was nothing else. Kinda sad. Okay. Oh, we're almost done. We need 60 more for the weekly. Totally not a that game. Yeah, I wouldn't say that game, but like there's not been like, because of the, I don't know, like the new expansion brought some content to the game, but I feel like it wasn't that much. And nothing that they announced recently has me really like excited or anything. So that's an issue as well. I don't know, man. I kinda like hope that one day they just show up and they're like, oh, by the way, we just finished doing another C10 boss, we're gonna drop it this week, you know? Or, oh, we were working on hardcore server and it's ready to be back, like, I don't know, something. I guess that they only gonna do that after AOS season ends or something, if I had to guess. Did I kill enough mobs? Not worrying? No, we're full. We're full, Mr. Alba Gigi. Okay, we didn't kill all of them. It was a mode where you can grind repeatedly. I mean, you can already do that though. I don't want them to add something like, imagine if you could like repeat the C10 bosses and shit like that. I don't want that in the game. I don't think that would be good for the game either. I don't mind that like the repeatable content is grinding. I think the problem is that grinding is the only competitive content right now in terms of money making and stuff. You know? You either FK fish or you grind. Or then like if you're a super nerd, you can kinda do like gathering for and then alchemy and cooking, you know? Shit like that. But that's like not that fun for most people, I would say. Like I'm okay with like AOS, like AOS is fun, right? Like I can play AOS as much as I want and it's a repeatable mode that gives money. Hopefully they're gonna buff the rewards even this season, we'll see. Like when AOS is not around, there is not much to do in the game besides grinding and like the occasional node warrior siege, right? That's just how it is. Okay, well, make a BB mode. I don't even know what they could make, man. Cause like, for example, coming from Throne, doing the same dungeon over and over again is fucking boring as well, right? Like grinding the same dungeon over and over and over and over again is kind of boring as well. That's how the content in Throne worked with runes, for example. In runes, you had to grind the same dungeon over and over and over and over and over again to level up your runes. And that shit was bad as hell as well. So I don't think like you can really make repeatable dungeon content, for example. can't really make the bosses repeatable either. Hardcore was kind of okay, and if they fix it, it could be a good thing, because it's like, oh, you do it 1 or 2 hours a day, and if they actually fix the issues with the game mode, it could be fun. But I see hardcore as like something they would bring when AOS or Guild League weren't around, right? I kind of saw hardcore as like a seasonal game, like something you could do every day. Like, I don't know. Maybe we need maybe we need like some sort of roguelike PvE mechanic on this game. Yo, Cover, how are you doing? You need variety? Yeah, like, you need variety of shit to do, right? But I don't think dungeons are a good variety in general. Doing like a dungeon a week, that's fine for me. It's like the same for the bosses, right? Doing 1 boss a week, or doing the bosses weekly, that's fine for me. If I had to do them every day, that would be... So, that would get boring really fast, right? It's like PoE or Warframe. I said recently I have much better grind cycle than video. I didn't really play much of Warframe when I played it. I was thinking, I mean the grind cycle there is basically running maps. It's not like super bad, but I didn't find like super enjoyable either. I haven't played First Descendant either. It's on my list to play though. I am gonna play First Descendant still, and I plan on playing PoE 2 at some point probably. But PoE is a hard game to get into in my opinion. It's very confusing. It's a very confusing game. Looks fine. I'm gonna pop an AP Blessing because we're gonna lose the Node War. Blessing, all AP. We buy like 10 of these. Video is more problematic for new players than PoE. I don't know. PoE is like very confusing at the beginning, in my opinion. You open up the skill tree and you go like, what the fuck, you know? It's not like super friendly in that sense. Okay, I don't think I forgot anything. I was considering what PDO could do. Oh, I am on the wrong resists. Fuck me. We'll put the correct ones after this wave. Huge lag spike. Love it. Yeah. Well, like for example, when I played Last Epoch, I made my own build, and the game was way less confusing than PoE. It was like much easier to get into, in a sense. Like I managed to make my own build and it was fine. I managed to play the game up to like, I don't know what they called there. It was not Calamity. It was like Corruption 300 or some shit like that. And like my build worked, and then it started being a bit weak because I was missing some items that were like really hard to get, and I was too lazy to grind for them. Dokebi oranges are out of markets. Yeah, but you'll never see me in Dokebi, so that doesn't matter. So gay. Yo Alba, what's up? Yeah, I don't know. In general, like, the only things I can think of for like repetitive content that might be fun, that's like PvE. Because PvP, I can give you fun, repeatable content in PvP with good rewards that PDO could have all the time in the game, right? You could have AOS, you could have Guild League, you could have a Shadow Arena. You know, like, there's so many game modes that they can have and just rotate monthly that would always have like fun PvP to do, in my opinion, right? But for PvE, I don't know what they could do. Like, I was thinking, as I was saying, like some roguelike mechanics where they mentioned once. Oh, I shouldn't have debuffed. Fuck. They mentioned once they wanted to make like a on Mountain of Eternal Winter Part 2, which should be one of the next updates. They wanted to make like a tower that had like 100 floors or some shit. So it was like a PvE content with 100 floors to climb. I wouldn't mind a game mode where basically you would go in, and when you beat a level, you would, for example, get an upgrade that you could choose from, kind of like in roguelikes. Or then you would get like a buff to the mobs that now they do more damage, or now the mobs start CCing you, you know, stuff like that. That could be like repeatable, enjoyable content, but I don't know how they could like include it in the ecosystem of BDO. I have no idea. Besides that, like the only things I think of that most MMOs have is just like the time gated weekly content, right? Like doing dungeons and bosses and all of that. It's like, I don't dislike the grind, you know? I feel like if the spots were more diverse, people wouldn't complain as much about the grinds. You know? If the spots were more diverse and there was some group spots, there was some tower spots, you know? People wouldn't complain about as much about the repeatable content in the game being grinding. And then if life skill was actually good, besides AFK fishing, you know? You would also always have that as an option as well. I don't know. My Valart is not on. Imagine rotating PvP modes, like I said. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what most people assumed they were gonna do. And it's the only reason I still cope every fucking week. That one day Shadow Arena will randomly come back as an event. Because, like, it's such an easy slam dunk for them to just come out and say, guys, you know we really enjoyed Shadow Arena back in the day. We're bringing it back for a month. You know, it's such an easy PR win for them that they just refuse to do for some reason. You need to add some ranking system with good rewards. I mean, technically the boss blitz already has a ranking system, right? Where you get better rewards if you're faster with your guilds. But I think that's the problem, is that you need to be in a guild. You can't do parties outside of your guild, which is kind of weird. A lot of people say, yeah, but the people that want to shield on a tower spot, they can just go shield on a tower spot, right? They don't have to go to the other spots. If we had like, let's say that in Edania, Orbita, Tenebrum, and Zephyrus were all similar AP. And they were all different types of spots, right? Instead of having to progress 100 AP from each one, they were all just like in the same AP brackets. And one was a group spot, one was a tower spot, and one was a spot where you move around. Like, instantly solved. A big issue with the new region is that if you come on the item drop menu and you do AP ascending, descending, there is multiple spots for Orzheki AP, right? Or roughly Orzheki AP, and multiple spots for 1300 AP, 1400, all of that. But once you get to Edania, there is only one spot every 100 AP. There is no diversity at all. Yeah, trash without agris. They are still good without agris. That is not true. You make like a bill less. Yes, you make a bill less without agris. But they are still good without agris. Right. Let's not pretend that's true. But yeah, the game relies on agris a lot nowadays. And it's why I said that we need a way to increase agris recovery per day, right? We should be recovering more agris every day. Because you use 30k agris in an hour. Oh shit. Okay. I almost died. Because I pay attention. Yeah, use 30k agris in an hour, and you recover 20k in a day. So you can't even grind 1 hour with the day of agris recovery. Eh? That's why they need to up the amount of agris you recover in a day. But like besides that, I don't dislike agris as a mechanic. You know, it's a good mechanic for like players that don't want to grind 5 hours a day to be a bit more efficient than when they do grind. But yeah, like the moment, but you're right in that sense, Cover. The moment like end times and heralds sit in the market and drop in price, the spots are going to be much worse without agris. Because right now, you consider the heralds and the end times as money, and eventually you're going to sell them. But once they start dropping in price, then yeah, the spots are kind of fucked in a sense. If you don't have agris to boost your trash loot. Bro, coming from Zephyrus and Orbiter, the FK phase on this spot is so much smaller. Tungra is super mass, eh? Yeah, I mean, at least Tungra is a fun spot. But I can't grind Tungra more than like 1 or 2 hours. My hands would start hurting. It's a very sweaty spot, even though it's fun. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, just look at other games and think what good PvE content you could have that's spammable. Because most MMOs I played, they were time gated, so I don't have a I don't really have any other points of reference from other games. Blade and Soul was time gated, Lost Ark was time gated, Throne was time gated, Guild Wars 2 didn't have a progression system, fuck that game. It was really cool to explore around that game, but the progression system on that game was kinda ass. Yeah, like I really don't know what kind of PvE mechanic MMOs can have nowadays. Like I could see some sort of like, instead of a full grind spot like this, like a raid of some sort, you know? So kind of like so in Throne you had like open world dungeons, yeah? Throne had open world dungeons where you would go in with a currency called Abyss tokens, and while you had those tokens, the mobs inside the open world dungeons would drop items. That's how they kind of did it, to like limit the amount of time you could grind on the open world dungeons. But open world dungeons are like interesting because you would form a party, you would grind on a party, and then sometimes like a boss would spawn, for example, and everyone would go kill the boss, right? Like the open world dungeons were like kind of interesting, but not like super interesting. They were like chill content to do with a group. I could see like maybe a spammable raid where like literally mirror mock, yeah. Like I was thinking like you know how mirror mock works, something similar. Where you run around killing mobs at a certain spot until it spawns a boss, and you do the boss with the party that's there. But that's just another spin on a grind spot, right? That's not like new content, just another spin on grind spot. That's why I'm not sure. Repeatable guns just gets boring. Yeah, I mean, I think so as well. That's why, like I was saying, that it's nice if you shit like bartering, trading, you know, like if all of these other activities in the game are worth to do, you don't need to always grind. You'll find something else you'll like in the game besides just grinding, if these activities are good, right? The problem in the game right now is that there's very few activities besides grinding that are good, and one of them is fishing, where you literally just put the game in a tray and don't look at it. It's not very good for the game, in my opinion, because you're literally just pushing away players from playing the game, so they AFK fish instead. Gathering Zig, yeah, but I was saying like gathering. If you like to gather and like do alchemy and stuff, I know it's like decent money. I wouldn't say it's better than grinding, because you make fucking 5 bill an hour sometimes grinding, right? But not everyone likes to gather, right? That's why the rest of the activities in the game should also be good. The more good activities in the game you have, the higher the chance that you can look in players in the game. Basically, that's what I was trying to say. I don't know if Gathering can keep. Oh yeah, because we have like the double minigame event. That is true. Yeah, like I never liked gathering. I never got into gathering. The only times I gathered was like back in the day when I had to make my own Karok, and we had to fucking gather manually like 8,000 logs without mastery. That shit was crazy, by the way. Like, like that's like one of the few times I actually gathered in this game. And Lucky Arrows. I did a lot of Lucky Arrows. Those were fun. But they are fucking shit now. They were only good at release, and then they instantly nerfed them, by the way. they were good at release, and they instantly nerfed them. Yeah. I mean, if Sharps keep this price, Gathering will always be pretty good, right? And I think Sharps will keep this price because you need a lot of them just to tap like the X to Valas and stuff like that. That's the main reason they are so high. Yeah, cover. And that's how a sandbox MMO should be, right? Oh, my dog is complaining again to the cats. GG. Yeah, like, if you think about it, like, for example, our C content is fucking garbage in this game. And I bet if our C content was good, there would be like so many people that would just play video for that. Only for that, you know? Like, the more good things the game has, the better it becomes at hooking in players. It's not that hard to understand. I have crafting side on video. I mean, I had like back in the day I was making like lucky tools. For example, like I had set up a whole worker empire just for me to make lucky tools in Medaya, for example. And they were like pretty decent money. But like all of that aspect of the game, it's gone. No one fucking uses workshops anymore for anything, right? Because the items there are all like super cheap. So it's not even worth to do anything there. I tried the new trading rework when it came out, and I actually liked it, but it was worth no money, because PA didn't balance the worth of the items properly. But the system itself was fun. For example, bartering is the same shit, worth zero money basically, even though it's a fun system, a management system. Horse breeding is actually pretty good nowadays, but I'm just too lazy because I don't need the materials from horse breeding to make tier 10s anymore, right? And you can just AFK fish instead, which requires zero horse stable slots, you know? And all of that, it's just so much easier to AFK fish. That's the thing. Yeah. Like, in terms of PvE, mainly... Jesus, what's that much? In terms of like solely PvE content that could be repeatable, I want a grind spot that's similar to Mirrormock back in the game. Mirrormock was one of the most fun spots we ever had in this game. I want PA to realize that and give us a spot like that. Let me think something else. So saying, I don't know if it would work, like to have some sort of roguelike PvE mode, where as you progress through rooms, the mobs would get stronger. You know, you would start giving them buffs where they now poison you or the CC and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how that would work, but that could be something that people could actually try and do multiple runs. But overall, the game just has grinding, and then you need to make life skills actually good. That's it. I think that's the base before we even start trying to develop other shit, I think they should just look at most of the life skills in the game and other activities in the game and start bringing them up to par with the rest. They said then it will be alpha group content. Wait, did they? I didn't see that that statement anywhere. Never say that. Almost. Yeah, I don't remember them saying that. Guitar Hero. That's a name I haven't seen in a while. A ninja friend from Zach. Yeah, I don't remember them saying that. I remember them saying that they are listening, that we want more group content, but I don't remember them saying that Edania 2 would be about group content. Yeah, and until I see it, you shouldn't listen to it at all. You just shouldn't believe anymore. That's the thing I learned after so many years with the company. Until you see the thing come out, don't trust anything they say, honestly. If it's something if it's something they scrapped, they'll never talk about it again, and you'll never know about it again. Just look at the glow, the weapon glow, for example. They mentioned like in a ball, in a patch, and they never talked about it again because they scrapped it and didn't even tell us that they scrapped it. If Hardcore Server never comes back, it's another case of the same shit where they just scrapped it and they just never gonna bring it up again. So, and hope that people forget they even had that thing in the first place. Like, I personally, now that you don't need a shy for like Olens, for example, I like Olens, but a spot fucking sucks money-wise with the prices of devos we have. The spot fucking sucks so bad right now. But if I want the ring piece, it's basically mandatory to go there. Or then I just need to cope that I'm gonna drop it from the painting. I guess that could also be a possibility. Should I add an alchemist? They delayed that. They delayed it to winter, I think. They said winter. But they might delay it again. And from the way they delayed it, I feel like they are not just gonna make it easier to tap them like they were talking about. They might actually just rework the whole alchemy system in a way that you take your Vel art and you progress it upwards instead of going into shining stones and stuff like that. But yeah, we'll have to see what they do with that. It was all spots to party Turu and Olens because NA and you. Wasn't Turu's always a party spot? I actually don't remember. I thought Turu's was always a duo spot when it came out. I don't remember grinding it solo at least. And same for Olens. It was? Yeah. The thing they fucked up was that people asked them later to make Turus a solo spot. Normal Turus a solo spot. Because new players wanted to grind the flame And because there's so few people grinding that spot, it was really hard for them to find a duo. Right? It was really hard for them to find a duo and the duo grind for the flame. So people asked for a solo version of the spot. And they fucking made not only normal Turus but also Deke Turus into a solo spot. Even though there was a lot of people that really liked solo Turus, duo Turus on Deke. I think they simply fucking misunderstood what people were asking. Like, they completely misunderstood what people are asking. And I feel like it's translation error, you know? I felt like in that case was full translation error. And that they actually need better translators that take the feedback in English and actually translate it properly to Korean. It needs to be people that understand the game. Because if you hire people for translators that don't understand the game, they are not gonna understand what the fuck they are talking about when they give the feedback to the devs. Like, they're just not gonna understand what they're saying to the devs in the first place. Yeah, like the normal tours, I feel like it's more than fine that they made it a solo spot. Because me myself on my NA account, I wanted to grind Turus once. I tried to grind it solo and it was fucking painful. Because they were made to be grinded in a duo. But the Deke Turus, that one was dumb. They should have never touched that one. How much painting do I have left? 70k. Okay, we're fine. I think I'm only going Olens once I run out of painting. Like, I'm gonna cope that the painting we get will be enough to get me the ring piece finally. Phase. Oh, need to grab my water. Only missing, yeah, I'm only missing Olen's piece. I grinded all the others because they were solo. The reason I didn't get the Olen's piece is because the party spot, and for the longest time you needed a shy, and it was super annoying. Because whenever I wanted to, let's say I felt like grinding the spots, now I need to go find a shy. You know? I couldn't just go to it and start grinding. I had to find a party first, and we needed to have a shy every time. It was just super annoying. Like, party spots are nice if you're not forced to have like a specific class on them. When you are forced to get a specific class, that's kind of shit. But that's just bad game design in general. It's not a bad party spot design. Just get your pocket shy. Yeah, but what if she's not online when I feel like grinding, right? I had a couple of shies that I asked when I wanted to go Olens, but like, what if they're not online? Or... right? I don't know. What if they were already on a party? What if they can only do 1 hour, but I want to do like 3? You know, it just, I don't know, it was just annoying. He was just an annoying requisite. No! I think the guy died, by the way. I think he died in Marnie Realm. That's the second time I see him on that spot. Unlucky. Giga Gege. Hello, Yapping. Did you not go Node War? Are you still doing Battlefield? Imagine dying on this spot. I was very close earlier, actually. I wasn't paying attention and trying to cast a skill that was on cooldown while the Manticore was shouting the red circle. I'm battlefielding all weekend. That is quite gigy. I was lucky that 3 of my guilds were shies. Yeah. When did you start playing BDO? I started in 2017, I think. But really started playing it 2019. I took a 2 years break when Overwatch came out. I didn't actually play the game much, basically, before that. Like, I had an account, I'm pretty sure it was like level 58 or some shit like that, it was like super low. The only thing I did was basically AFK fish back then. And then I completely stopped playing. I went to play... I remember if I played Blade and Soul first or Overwatch. I think I played Blade and Soul first for like 4 or 5 months. And then I played Overwatch for like a year. Or something like that. Maybe more than a year, because I think I played like 4 seasons of Overwatch. But then I got bored of the game, even though I just reached the Grandmaster. COVID era? Yeah, it was a bit before COVID that I started playing like the game more. A bit before. That's when I started like getting into PvP. And once I started getting into PvP, that's when I started playing the game like way more. You know? I started doing tier 1 node wars with my guild that I had at the time called Reckoning. We started placing for fun, basically. Even though we were never like capped, we didn't have that many people, but we would still try anyway. Then eventually I found an alliance with Zach that lasted roughly 4 months, something. And then when that alliance died because Zach got a lot of members and we didn't have enough people actually going to war, we just merged with them. Like the people that wanted to PvP, they just came with me to Zach. And then that's when I started like PvPing a lot. Like I would do tier 1 node wars almost every day. Eventually the new siege system came out. The one that had like really good rewards and 6 seconds respawn timers. I went to do siege for the first time, kinda. It wasn't really the first time, I had merged before. But yeah, I went to do siege. We had cap siege finally, so I could just do cap siege because my gear was kinda shit. And I really enjoyed it, so after that I just looked to join a siege guild because Zach died. That's when I joined Umprad. if you use something back then. I mean, PvP was pretty good until they made the risk system. I think the risk system was like the start of the downfall for Node Wars. Then they brought back the Node War system, and it was like okay for a while, but the body throw mat was like really high already. And then they fucking killed it with the new Node War system. TTU or NA? EU. In NA I played maybe, I don't remember, like 2 years ago. I was in a tier 1 guild in NA before the new Node War system. Then I took a break. Then I came back to play with Vert and Masilas a bit. Then the new Node War system came out. We played a bit of that on that guild, but eventually we all went to Throne of Liberty, and I never went back to NA after. Mainly because the current set of Corsair is not like super fun to do tier 1 Node Wars on. Because I used to really enjoy it because I could frag out and try play it well. But after the will nerfs, it's not nearly as fun. So I don't feel like the urge to go play a Node War on NA. Kinda. Because like back in the day, the only reason I did Node Wars on NA is because like doing them on EU only just wasn't doing it for me. Like I still had the itch, you know? You still had the itch of PvP. Like I want to PvP more. I want to frag more. So you just had to go and do Node Wars on NA as well. that was literally the reason. You still need Herald energy? Yeah, I do. I only have 1 artifact. I don't grind nearly enough to be done. I do like my Agris, and that's about it. Man, I've dropped 0 heralds this hour. That's crazy. I'm actually getting completely farmed by RNG. Orzeka is better in terms of silver per hour? I don't know about that. Last time I went to Orzeka, I did 4 bosses, which is like 24k trash. It wasn't better money than here. I'm pretty sure it was actually close to a bill less. If I remember correctly, let me check. Yeah, it was close to a bill less on average. But I only got 14 gems of void, and people say that you're supposed to get like 20. But even with 20, it's not that different. For bosses, that's kind of low. That's the amount of this class can pull, bro. Orzeka is one of the spots that, unlike the new region, you can notice the class diff. Unfortunately. That's the thing about this spot, is that your class can be shit. It doesn't matter. The rest of the good classes are all capped in results anyway. So it doesn't fucking matter that your class is shit. That's just how it is. I understand why they made it capped, and it was literally because of that. Like PA, instead of balancing the game, they were just like, nah, let's just start cap the amount of money they can make. That was literally them. balancing is too much work, we'll just start cap the money that they can make at the grind zone. Like Tungred Ruins is the same, right? Like at Tungred Ruins I can maybe do 65k with Agris Thrash, but a good class will pull like over 75k, like an Awakening Musa for example. Yeah, like from my experience grinding these spots with Agris, you easily make 4 to 5 bill an hour here on average. Yeah, but to do 5 bosses, you need to be playing like the most S plus tier classes in the game. Like there's nothing else. I do 4 and a bit more, but I can't even reach the first elite wave. Like maybe I can if I go again, because I kinda only tried it once after the buffs. But even if I can reach the first elite wave, I'm still 2 waves away from the 5th boss, so yeah, it's not happening. It's just not happening. The funny thing is that we could have been a really good class if PA on this buff, if they didn't decide to nerf 2 skills. They basically were like, oh, we're gonna spread the damage around. And they nerfed 2 of the skills we used the most, which was Wave Blast and Vigor Rush. If they hadn't nerfed those skills, this class would be a solid A tier. Instantly. If they hadn't fucking nerfed it for 30% each, solid A tier class instantly. But because they did nerf it, it's like a B. You know? It is what it is. It's still good. It's still better than being stuck bottom tier garbage, you know? Like we were before. So I won't complain. I'd rather they actually put me in B tier than keeping me at D tier and laugh at me. Why is that guy back? Did he die again? It's like the 4th time I see him pass by. don't even remember how much Agri ZU's attacks. I think they nerfed it and it's like 25k or something now. But I actually don't remember. Shit. Ba, 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 ba. War is probably almost over now. Necrotic, Insomnia, Noku, and Bucket. Why skip buffer weekend? Because we have like a 40-man waiting list now that we have an alliance. Rip Bozo. Rip Bozo. Insect track finally making 5 Manticores here. Yeah, I mean, once you have the full AP, you should be able to do 6. Like, once you hit the max cap AP, you should be able to do 6 an hour. And I think that's basically the cap. You can't really go above that. Some classes might be able to do like a couple more minutes of grinding, maybe 2 or 3, but not enough to kill a 7th Manticore. Should I priority? I don't think we do priority list. Meow 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 meow. I haven't gotten all the titles here yet. That's kind of crazy. I don't know if I'll be able to kill the 6th Manticore because I had to swap Chris at the start. Are your guild's requirements? I have no idea, Jiguru. I actually have no idea. I assume they're not that low. I know we have Node War trials with like recording a VOD. I don't know what the gear requirements are though. Probably 70, 80 if I had to guess. Maybe it depends on class. Actually couldn't tell. Chicken's lacking art. Hey, I went to the last 2 sieges we had. That's pretty good. I see you went to 1B. Okay, but that one doesn't count because it wasn't with the guild. That one was a merc. If you count that one, then I went to 3 sieges in a row. The hell? That siege was sad though. Fucking going Balanos and only getting 70 kills in 2 hours. Or a bit less than 2 hours. That's just sad. God, I need Corsair to be reverted on the nerfs so bad. We might have to go for the AOS Scholar arc in a couple weeks. Oh yeah, I almost went this reset. I'll show you. There they are. Look, 17 stones on the storage. Haven't tapped them at all. Should push armors to skip DP carries that crystals and build. Yeah, but I need the money for the... I need the crown stones for the Karshin EP. That's why I'm not pushing the armors right now. I might be sued. What? Friends at 124 clicks at Nov. Yeah, I hope that I don't get farmed on it. Ba-ba. I don't know when we'll do the enhancement stream, though. I still need to look at that. I mean, when is the Masterclass tournament again? I forgot. $22? Well, then maybe we... Depends how fast we get the rewards. But if we consider the amount of crown stones you get from the tournament, maybe we do enhancement stream after. Well, not after on the day, but after, like, when we get the crown stones. I think that would be a good idea. I'm going to invest pearls on first place 2 crowns. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could if I did get them. I don't think I can win first place though. I'm pretty sure that will be an Awakening Corsair. Depends who signs up from Awakening Corsairs. Oh my god, I got 1 Emerald Crystal. Crazy. 1 Emerald Crystal from the full hour. Completely farmed. Yeah, it depends who signs up, but Awakening Corsair matchup is really rough against good players like Starcross or Ninterra. Maybe I can pull it off, but I need to play like really well, basically. But like, if I wanted to invest pearls into crown stones, I could just do it with the ones I have already. Unless people buy these. You would have I would need a coupon book for that, which I don't think I have. Okay. Let's get our reward from here. Plus 10 N times W. Back to town. But yeah, like after we get updated trial gear, I'm probably gonna eat up Starcross so we can do some 1v1s again to see what the damage difference is. Cause I was already 1v1ing him. I was already 1v1ing him. Like last weekend, we were testing out. And the damage felt pretty ass. The damage felt pretty bad, not gonna lie. Okay. We're getting close to enough end times for our last AP Dawn. Big. Okay, 5 bill. Let me go there. Okay. We're going X Sanctuary now. Damage where at Trials? Yeah, Trials. But because the gear is gonna change, the damage is kinda gonna change as well. So it was also a bit about like understanding the matchup for both sides. Yeah, it wasn't with the new gear. That's why I'm not sure how it will be with the new gear. If the damage is even lower, we might be cooked. Because you can't one combo. You can't one combo on Corsair. I can explain why real quick. Let me go BA. For people that are interested. Go make Islands video. I want to do X first. Do Cabby? No. Onglim? Maybe. Why X? Because X is the best spot for low AP players. Like the escalator basically goes Onglim, X, Tungrad, or Zekia. And then all of the spots on the new region. Besides Ethereum. Yeah, so what's the problem with Corsair not being able to one combo? It's because when you're 1v1ing, we used to have stiff on this skill there. So this skill used to stiff, and it was like one of our best CCs in 1v1s. And if you get a stiff with it, you would be able to, if you're fast enough, you would be able to wave pout out of it. So for you to be able to one combo someone, you would need to get a stiff into that, and then you knock down the person. Hold on. I misclicked there, because I don't have a... Okay. So you need to do this, and then you would get these two skills in, do that, and then you would go for this combo. And that would be like a full combo on Corsair, where you drop both your frontal guard and some of your whale damage. I guess now you can go for the overflow RCC instead, because it also DP debuffs them, so it would be something like this. The problem with overflow RCC is that it's a fucking knockdown, but you get locked on the skill and waste like a second of the knockdown in the overflow animation still, which is a bit annoying. But yeah, for the most part, when you're 1v1ing now, because you don't have a stiff, your first CC is always gonna be a float for the most part, right? Like, you're gonna accidentally, like, you're gonna simultaneously through someone, and you're gonna float them. Or you're gonna, like, overflow during SA trade, and you're gonna knock them down. But you don't really have that much time to follow up to those CCs compared to a wave bout catch. So what happens that you're basically forced to only do a half combo where, oh, I got this person and now I need to go in, re-CC with knockdown, you see? And now I can only drop my frontal guard. Now I need to back off. And you miss like 2 or 3 skills of damage there. So you can only do about like 60% of the enemy HP, sometimes 70. That's like the biggest issue she has. Ideally, you get to CC with overflow, and then you might be able to do this. But it's really hard to get to CC with overflow. Like, you need to be playing a bad player most times to get the overflow CC in a 1v1. Like, most CCs you'll get is just Simulankly. And maybe a Pearl Blast. This skill here. Maybe you'll get a float from range with that. But that one has the same issue where, because you're doing it from range, now you need to go in and you don't have time to cast anything, you need to go for half combo. But a Scholar Discord wrote news, same message half an hour ago. Bro, do you guys not have mods on the Discord? Like, do you not have mods on the Scholar Discord? Like, what? Hello, I'm joining PvP World now. I'm looking at Wuza and DK Succession. What do you think is better? Suck DK. Suck DK is much better in PvP. If you're talking about Awakening Wuza or Suck Wuza, to be fair. Suck Wuza is like a one-dimensional, one-trick pony class where you abuse the reflect mechanic. So you build a lot of HP, you take damage, you absorb the damage, and then you reflect back to the enemies. That's the only thing that Suck Wuza is good at right now. No one knows. Bro, I assume that the director rule was the mods, but apparently it's not. Or maybe it is and they're just all dead. Could also be possible. Yeah. So what I think I'm gonna have to do, because Arena of Arsha, I'm gonna have to wait until HP gets capped to 50. If HP gets capped to 50, I'm pretty sure if I get the catch, I can kill people from there. And if that's the case, if HP gets capped to 50 after a minute and a half, then I can win against Awakening. If it doesn't, the matchup is a bit cooked. Because I need to get 2 CCs in a row. Basically, I need to CC him, put him to 30, and then CC him again a couple seconds later while he's still half HP. I was back in the times when random shit was speedrunning. Oh, you mean like just instantly making a new Discord to try and be the moderators on the Discord? That's kind of cringe, not gonna lie. That is kind of cringe. Quite cringe, yeah. Yeah. Oh, the other issue is that because they fucking nerfed our whale skills, we don't have SA trade damage anymore on a 1v1. So what happens that, like, ideally on a 1v1, how you usually converted 1v1s in Corsair was 0 CCs and 0 CC pressure, but you would have some SA trade pressure. So you would slowly try and get good SA trades, so you can somehow force a mistake from the other side, and maybe you can get a wave pulse CC at some point. That's how most matchups went. It only really worked against squishy classes, to be fair. If you were fighting a Suxerker, you would never be able to SA trade him most times, especially because you could just grab you out of whales. Yeah, like against squishy targets, it would work. You could like somewhat compete against them. But now our whales, like I was dropping 3 whale skills on Starcrossed, and he would lose like maybe 20% of his HP. Like he would do more damage back at me sometimes, even though I had like 50% TR on the will skills. It was so dumb, man. I fucking hate what they did to the class, man. I just do. Okay. Back to here. Why don't I go down? Ba 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 da. Ba da ba da ba da 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 da. Ba da 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 ba da 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 da. They also did the first message? Wait, they did now? It's still... Yeah, I don't understand why they didn't just ban the guy. If you click the ban button, it literally auto-deletes the messages as well. I'm pretty sure. If you ban someone, it auto-deletes the messages. I think that's how it works. Oh, we have an outfit here. Very giggy. Okay, here we are. Do I do a full hour? I think I'll do a full hour. I like X. X is a fun spot. X is fun. It is. It is one of the most fun spots. Well, I liked the X that didn't have Money Realm more, to be fair. Oh my god, my health is not full? What do you mean my health is not full, bro? I fucking hate this, man. Fucking dumbass game. There we go. Surely my horse is inside. It is, W. Okay. I like outside of Money Realm max a bit more, but this one is also fine. I should probably run like a BSR down here. But whatever now. What's your XP buffs? I'm too lazy to pop them. I don't even know if this gives good XP, not gonna lie. You have some 66 character? No, I don't. I think Corsair is good for X. It's okay. You can definitely play better classes for it, but she's okay as well. Yeah, another thing is that inside Marnie Realm, getting the first charge up on the worm writ takes way longer. Oh. Okay. I'm finding a guide for this spot right now. I'll probably use the footage for a guide, yeah. I don't know if it will be out this week. But probably will be. But yeah, if I do a guide here, I'll have to explain the difference between grinding in Marnie Realm and grinding outside Marnie Realm. Because there is a big difference between grinding on this spot. I'll tell him to shut up, gay gay. And you'll like it when I tell you that, Mr. Cover Gay Gay. Wow, we did boys one more. What you mean? Well, I think I am already gonna have to go to the horse next rotation. Okay, I think that was the last wave here. I'll spam you next turn to get pick up Coco from it. So, nothing new is what you're saying. Ooh, a disto. Crazy. That's like what? 80 mil? Crazy 80 mil? Mega Bonk Corsair mode. Mega Bonk, more like Mega Gigi. It seems like it takes a bit longer to charge in Marnie. I didn't remember that. Because like outside Marnie, you can kind of recharge them on the same wave that the event ends. Here it seems you need to do like one more rotation after. Like he's definitely gonna be charged there, yeah. Oh, we have a X-Marie here. I hate that they nerfed the X-Marie event, by the way. It was so nice because it needs to charge the fucking Worm Rit. Oh, we got an event too, W, huh? Best card for Elva was Time of Supreme Sozens. I never did Sozens. I never did Sozens here. What I did a lot was I forgot the name. Oh, we have the one-shot buff now. Yeah. Orcs. No, Rutums. Rutums. There was like a time where Rutums was like really good. I love watching David stream, but I can't stand his choice of music, please. I actually don't remember what he usually listens to. I watch him a bit, but I don't watch him too much. I think usually on like my background I have streamers like Mochi. I have like Mochi on the background. Sometimes I just have videos from Moist Critical on the background instead. Because he's a funny guy. enjoys funk. No, it doesn't. There is no way it enjoys funk. That's a fucking crime. '70s style techno thing or whatever. Wait, like synthwave? Oh, my... fuck. My music on YouTube stopped for some reason. Hold on. It's fixed now. Yeah. My YouTube music is synthwave. Oh, we got another Exemery. Kinda crazy. Yeah, with buff I can kinda just get back to the pack before the loot despawns again. Another ex-marine, huh? Oh, we got a disto. Okay. I mean, Ex-Marine seems to be like 300 trash, a bit less. So it does boost your trash loot a bit, looks like. Okay. See buff. I don't know why they nerfed this spot. They should have kept it broken. I already dropped 20 despairs, by the way, in 20 minutes. That's crazy. I need to rewatch Full Metal Alchemist at some point. Yeah. Start when is it? Yeah. It's been so long since I watched it. Maybe I should rewatch it. Such a good show. Besides the Manticore episode. Fuck that one. That one is just fucking sad. Waiting for Rerun Season 2, isn't it winter only? So it's still like 3 months. Oh, someone got Crocodile Sanctuary? W? Congratulations. Anime so bad. It was okay. Second season was pretty good. First season wasn't crazy, eh? But third one's probably gonna go really hard, because that part of the novel, it starts to pick up really fucking hard. Bro, what I really hated was how bad the beginning after the end adaptation was. Bro, that's what I fucking hated. Shit was terrible. So fucking terrible. It was crazy. Yeah, season 1 was good, season 2 wasn't as good, and I don't like where the story is going. I do not like where the story is going on Mushoku Tensei. Like, that fucking garbage ass Aram setup they're making is so bad, bro. Like, and like all of the fucking the storyline where he becomes impotent and can't get his dick up, like, what the fuck, man? Come on. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, this spot also uses the painting, so maybe I'll drop a ring piece, guys. Right? Yeah, I mean, solo leveling definitely shouldn't have won Anime of the Year. Yeah. I agree with that. Especially not Season 1. Season 2 was much better. Season 1 did not deserve game as Anime of the Year. I would definitely give it to Freerun, or... What was the other one that was like really good last year? I forgot. Was it Apothecary Diaries? Was that last year? I think it was, right? Is it good? I really liked it. I really liked Apothecary Diaries. I really dislike the color palette while a boss is summoned, bro. It's gonna be 30 minutes. Let's see how much trash we did. $27.3. That's pretty good. That's like 55K. A bit less than that, like 40, 54. The only problem this spot has is that if you don't have full pets, you lose a lot of money. You need like full leveled pets to grind here. I don't remember how much Agri's at. I think I had 45k when I started. Something like that. Where is this song from again? Ooh, I don't know. Hold on. Oh, it's from Attack on Titan. Meow, 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 meow. Reboof. Satiated souls. Yeah, I mean, it's not really Mappa fault, I think. They gave them the project like super late as well, from what I heard. I think that's even why, like, the first season that Mappa did, they even had like CGI. Like, really bad CGI for the Titans, if I remember correctly. Because they had to do it like on a schedule. So I wouldn't really blame them, to be fair, because Mappa is a pretty good studio. You know what studio really upsets me, even though they make like really good stuff nowadays? It's Cloverworks. Ever since fucking Cloverworks completely butchered The Promised Neverland, I can't look at them without fucking cringing. That's the 4th X-Marie this hour. Kinda crazy. Arrowitz. Time to do demo. Maybe we need to watch Hunter x Hunter again as well. We'll never get the fucking finale of that show, man, because the manga artist takes a break of like 3 years every 4 chapters. Oh, another boss. Oh, I'm getting body blocked. Stop summoning light in my face. Thank you very much. Okay, we're back to one-shot mode. Still have 15 minutes to go. I accidentally spawned 2 waves here, I think. Oh, maybe they fixed it. Da, da, da. Hello, Yoking Gege. Are you losing a lot? Getting farmed on Battle Gay 6? Yeah, I just lost no team. Yeah, it's always a team fault, not the Yoking Gege guy fault. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh my god, this fucking guy. I don't know what I'm having for dinner. I was considering ordering a pho. Another ex-marine? Wow, wow, wow. Totally the same. Totally the same. Ba-da, ba-da, ba-da-da-da. Mhm. 4 minutes left. Okay. 53k trash. That's pretty good. I got kinda carried on X-Maries though. So you probably can drop like 1,500 trash maybe from the total. Give it up. Okay. Oh, I got a disto. W. I dropped 3 distos this hour. Okay, hour is done. Hour is done. Let's see how that was. 25k agris roughly. I think 26k. Yeah, 26k agris roughly. 56k trash. So, like 55k if you count out the luck we had with X Maurice. Maybe like 44, 54.5. Can I? Thank you. Okay, I'll be back in a bit to there. I just want to go sell my trash. Actually, no, I'll do it now. Let me add this to Garma just to keep track. But I wanted to do like 5 minutes of outside Elvia just to have that recorded for the grinds. So X Sanctuary 26. How much of this? 2280, 918. How much money was this actually? 45 despairs is crazy, by the way. And we use like 30k painting instantly. So it drains your painting so much faster than the new spots. I mean, if you don't count the corrupted breaths, the sun shards and the distos, that was a trivial hour. That was a trivial hour. If you count those, then it was a 3.3 bill. They are not worth that much, to be fair. Yeah, that was more trash. Like 10% more trash than last time I came here. Because it was before the buffs. The Corsair buffs. And I think this was outside. Yeah, I did an hour outside. I guess. And it feels like if you grind outside, you do like 20% less, roughly. Like 15 to 20% less trash outside if you grind it properly. You evil chicken fish, hide my dads on chat. I don't know how to zoom in, otherwise I would. Did 0.7 XP in 1 hour without XP buffs. Yeah, X might be a good XP spot, not gonna lie. Maybe I should have buffed up. How are you doing, Zatrax? Okay, anyway. We just pop buffs to record outside. But basically, when you grind outside... First let me make sure there's no one here. I assume there isn't. W, there is not. So when you grind outside X, you do like 15% less trash, probably. So it's not really recommended to grind outside X. But if you want to grind outside X, you kinda need to know how different it is to charge up the mobs, the Reapers. It's like, first of all, there's more mobs in each pack. Yeah, there's more mobs in each pack. Like you can see here, all of these mobs around you can use to charge up the Reaper. So it takes you roughly only 2 rotations to charge up 1 Reaper, compared to Marnie Realm, where you need to do like 4 rotations to charge up the Reaper. And then then you need to do like really long packs, because even though the respawn timer is like okay, there's a big issue where you kind of want the Reaper to respawn before you come back to it and do the events. Because if you kill the events without the Reaper being respawned, it won't absorb the souls, which will just make it so you take longer to charge it up again. So the difference between grinding inside the Marnie and outside the Marnie is that you need a way bigger rotation to make sure that the Reaper respawns by the time you go back to the pack. That's pretty much the only difference though. Oh, you're also supposed to like stay a bit longer in each pack. You don't leave after like 15 or 10 seconds like in Marnie Realm. You're supposed to stay a bit longer. But it's basically because there's more mobs in general, only. Yeah. From there you go all the way across, back to the beginning. And we should be able to charge the guy here already. Forgot XP buffs again. Yeah, but I'm not gonna grind a full hour this time. I'm just gonna grind until I charge up the guys once. I'm not even running Blood Scroll right now. Yeah, like this should charge it up if I remember correctly. But you only kill it like the next time you come around. Yeah, so you see, like I charged it up in 2 rotations. But because there was no mobs left, you might as well just go away. Wait, did I not? Okay, apparently I charged up this guy as well. Yeah, I killed him, so now we go to the next pack, because you don't want to waste the event mobs. Okay, this one is charged up too. Perfect, now we move on. Okay, this one is not charged up. But yeah, like, it's not really recommended to grind outside Marnie. Marnie is just easier to grind, and it's also better results. But that also means that you need to take a break of an hour every time, which is probably a bit annoying to do. Yeah, there we go. We charged it up there at the end. We'll do it on when we come around. Yeah, see, this guy is charged up. Okay, now it's that. And this Grim Reaper here should be spawning soon. But because he hasn't spawned yet, we shouldn't like kill too many mobs here. Because the difference here is that you'll be able to charge the Grim Reaper almost instantly after the first time in some of these packs. Yeah, this one hasn't respawned yet either. Tell my main hand to go up in the first 10 attempts, and who tells mine to go up in the first 10 then? Good luck, sir. Good luck. Oh, we got a worm right here. Stop. Body blocking me. Gay. I don't have the ground stones yet. Oh. Time to grind. I remember doing this on Sork, by the way. I played Sork back then. I remember doing this on Sork. The mobility was so bad that you wasted all of your stamina going from the end of the rotation back to the beginning. And it was also super slow. It was such a Sork moment back then. Okay, yeah, you can see the guys there already. The wormrits. Okay. So, if I remember correctly, next time we get to that pack, it should be activated when we kill the mobs, basically. Maybe at the end of the pack. That's what I remember, at least. That's what I'm trying to check. Also remember that you literally, if you have a weapon, you need to extend the rotation. I remember that as well. When you have a weapon, you need to extend the rotation here to like 1 extra pack. It was super cooked. Like you need to go all the way down there. There's another pack you can see in the distance. Yeah, I feel like you leave just so much trash behind. You know? Because you don't come back before the trash despawns like in Marnie. I think that's also a big issue. I've gone without loot scroll. I'm doing like a 10-minute test, that's why I didn't pop it. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you see, like I charged it up there. That's what I wanted to say. Is that you can charge it up in basically 1 more rotation. Not even 1, it's like the next one. Yeah. Okay. I think that's enough. I think that's enough for what I wanted to check. I think the only problem with grinding outside Marnie Realm on X is that you literally just leave way too much trash behind. Because you kill the mobs too fast. And on Marnie Realm doesn't happen because you go back to the spot you left the trash behind before it despawns. So you just pick it up again while killing the mobs that spawned meanwhile. That's the difference. But yeah. The spot is still 3 bill with Agris, which is like pretty solid, I would say. You know? 3 bill with Agris is pretty solid. Eggs broken again? I mean, it was never bad. It was too broken before. But it was never a bad spot, even after the nerfs, Eggs. Especially with crystallized despairs at 30 mil. As long as these stay good priced, it's more than fine. Because you make like a bill in just crystallized despairs. You know? Gear Lord Chicken Sama. I wish I was a Gear Lord. I don't even have a deck weapon. Not even a Nov weapon. I'm such a fucking Gear Lord, man. Like, unironically, I feel like with Agris, you make more money here than in Darkseekers. You need to drop a lot of essences on Darkseekers if you want to make more money. And from my experience, the Darkseekers drop rate on essences is not as good as in Tungred Ruins. I'm about to go DSR with full Agris. Well, I'm telling you, if you don't get 3 essences, you need to get 3 essences. If you don't get 3 essences minimum, I'm pretty sure X Sanctuary is more money. And I'm not considering like this, okay? I'm not considering this that don't sell. The Scorching Sun Shards, they don't sell, so I'm not considering them. Nor the Corrupted Breaths. There we go. Auto move. Sell the trash loot. 1.5 bill. I mean, I did grind a bit extra because of the test I was doing. Like, you just make so much money out of despairs, basically. Like, we dropped 46 that hour. We dropped 46 despairs that hour. That's 1.3 bill, and then tax on top. You know? And I'm telling you, these pairs, when we get the Alchemy Stone rework, these pairs are probably gonna shoot up into the sky. So I don't think I should even sell them yet. Because I feel like these pairs are actually just gonna go up in price. And if that happens, X Sanctuary is gonna be crazy spot. Like, imagine these pairs go all the way to like 50 mil. Still MMORPG, I think that players can figure out how much XP spots give and drop rate of items, really. I mean, you can look at Garmot numbers, kinda. You can look at the Garmot numbers for Darkseekers. Like, if we look at Darkseekers Garmot numbers, people are averaging 1.2. Yeah, 1.2 essences an hour with 100% drop rate. So if you have max out drop rate, it's basically 3 devours an hour. Right? And at Tungred Ruins, it says 1.2 as well. But it's because the numbers on Tungred Ruins are very downflated by bad players. I'm pretty sure. Well, the Darkseekers Retreats ones also are. Okay, so let me do some maths. 35k trash, 1.2. So if you do like 45k, which is possible on most B and average classes. I do need tides for that though. Let's say you make 40k in an hour. That's like 1.7 essences of devouring. So with max drop rate, it's gonna be like 3 something average, I think. Yeah, 3 something, like 3.5. And on Tungrid Ruins, it says 48k a year, but any class can make 60k plus. So the 1.2 they have here is like 20% higher. So yeah, you should be making like 5 essences. I'm pretty sure. You should be getting like 5 essences of Devour on Tungrid Ruins on average. That spot is just super broken. Okay, let me throw that in there. Oh no, the thing is that you use less agris at eggs than you do at Darkseekers. I forgot that part. At Darkseekers you use like 30k agris, at Egg Sanctuary you use 26. Roughly. Give money, if you do I can click. I can't. I need the money too. For my enhancement stream when we do it. I need to get 300 bill by the time we get the crowns from the masterclass tournament. I think that's the objective right now. Oh, and thanks for the follow, Zatrax. Sorry, I didn't see that. Meow, 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 meow. Bot for Siege is done. There was a bot for Siege. We have a waiting list for Siege. That's fucking insane. Did I sign up even? Whoa, I signed up! That's crazy. I didn't even know that. I did sign up apparently. Imagine I'm on waiting list. I mean, there will be people that will sign off. 100% sure there will be people that will sign off, you know? You already know it, man. Or then not show up at all. It's normal. Oh, I mean, I assume it's because our cannon team is like very full. I don't know. I have no idea. I was gonna do something. I kinda need to go to have dinner. Okay. I mean, we're gonna have agris for 1 hour tomorrow. So we're probably gonna grind an hour before Siege. And then I keep my agris tomorrow. And we do like new account and then Siege. Because I got some progress done on the new account. Like I did the quests, the dungeon quests, the first 2. I did almost all of the Land of the Morning Light part 1. And I'm almost done with my HP pot as well because of the event quests we have. So I think tomorrow we could go in the new account and finish all of that to see the results. because I should also be able to get the Tet Disto after. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, let me go back. I play 2 accounts. The other account is just to understand catch-up mechanics in the game right now, and how it feels like to be on a new account in general. Like, how bad is it to grind some spots with garbage pets? How bad is it to grind some spots without overcapping it by 1000 AP, you know? Kind of want to check those kinds of stuff, because I have no idea how it is right now. I was also very interested because I saw a lot of people complain about how bad the early and the mid game is in terms of money. So yeah, I do agree that early game is probably a bit bad in terms of money, but at the same time your upgrades are all worth like 5 bill, you know? Your upgrades on the early game are like 5 bill each. So it's like whatever that you don't make that much money, because you get upgrades super fast as well. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna end stream because I need to go have dinner. It's super late. It's 9:20. Me, poor Gillet, same. Don't worry. Who's streaming? Oh. Already raided Mervis this week, so I'm gonna send you guys over to Chikanka's channel instead. Okay. Go say hi. Go say hi to Chicken 2.0, Chicken Princess. We'll be back tomorrow then for Sitch. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Zatirax. Good night, Chapguru. Good night, Yokingege. Good night, Fran.